Hi! It's me, the legendary Perceptual Abyss, and we're back on Genshin Impact. And today, we are going to do whatever that Ning Wang quest was that opened up at the end of the last episode. Or I guess we can just mess around, really, because, like, I feel like I should show you guys my off-screen grinding. Man, I have no idea what's going on my front porch. But anyways, I have expedition rewards to collect. So. Off screen, I tend to do a lot of the bounties.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Okay, Catherine.
Welcome to the adventurous.
I don't have time to listen to your little magic jamble. I'm here to collect my rewards. Okay, thank you for the expedition. Thank you for the expedition. No, give me ore. I already have enough Mora, so I kind of want to get more carrots. So more carrots, Chongyun. Chongyun. Whatever it is. I was watching a video by Optimus, and honestly, he actually has a very good point. There's no actual platform that can easily rival YouTube. By that, I mean, like, is like YouTube, like, versus TikTok, but, like, that's just people twerking in front of a camera for, like, 30 seconds. Like, that's it. That's all it really is. And what else is there? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they're all pretty similar. It's where you can just post pictures of yourself having a good time, talking to some friends of yours. The reason why I have Instagram is so that I could actually talk to some of my friends who actually don't really answer text messages that often. So my friend Tyson, which if you do not know, he is also a fellow creator, and every now and again he tends to flex how many more subscribers he has over me. But that besides the point. Thank you. And how he gets a lot more views than me, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I kind of get tired of him flexing on me. But I'll tell you the name of his channel right now, actually. I have not watched any of his videos for a little bit. But to tell what's going on, I'm very glad that I have it to where this mic can only pick up when I'm, like, right next to it. Yeah, his name is Sharingan Dark Chidori, and you thought my name was long and confusing, but I'm probably gonna just buy some stuff and all that. Let's get some crabs so that I can make more crab roe. I don't know how much more I have. All I know is that at the very big number. I have a question. Is the Jade Palace still in the sky? Or is it just gone? After the mission, where you basically throw it at a gigantic sea monster. Is it, like, gone forever, or I'm actually gonna go check if it's actually forever, like, gone real quick, because if it is, it is, but if it's not, it's not.
Where has Master gone this time? Bones are a requirement for locomotion.
Auto reconfiguration is an essential function. So, are you buying or not?
Man. Oh, by the way, if you did not see the ending to actually, no, I don't think I did this last episode. As you can tell, I have someone named Zhong Li, which if you did not know, he's a 5-star, which is amazing. And he is my second 5-star, Trevor, which I think Trevor is actually stronger than him. It's because he has a crappy weapon. And he has so much health, bro. His maximum health is like just 300 hit points below Trevor. And that makes him my 3rd highest hit point wise. Oh crap. I guess why not?
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today.
I just noticed that they have 2 completely different.
The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled.
No, it's not.
3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
She's like,
Uh, excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other 2.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to
Catching.
get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year,
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but I have some business to do.
yeah, we're gonna hunt down some Plostrate so then we can find a sis.
no. We'd better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Don't I have to get all 3?
Rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
Okay, I have a question to ask. Like, don't, like, 3 different people... Like, if one person is able to get all 3 materials, will they just be able to get 1 question out of her? Or 3 questions? That is a big question. That is a big question of mine. Like, is, like, just 1 question worth one of these 3 main materials? Or do you have to get all 3 main materials to get the question?
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested?
Can I really ask you anything at all?
Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Maybe I can find out more about
Really?
my sister.
Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business!
Paimon,
Then
shut
we'll
up.
never be short of Mora ever again!
We currently have 1.4
course.
million.
But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please seek out my secretary. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself to
I
you.
saved Liu.
Do not let somebody else snatch it from your grasp.
I saved Liu Harbor. Like, don't I get a freebie?
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going.
Okay. It would make sense that I would get a freebie
First,
because
we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over
oh,
there.
that's like the snow
Ma'am,
cream girl.
you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me.
Scarlet
I can
Lady.
see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more private, and we can get down to brass tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Ah, don't be like that. Hey, come on, don't go! Why
Man.
don't you stand there after her? Oh, right, yeah.
Quang the Brave. So do we have to beat the crap out of muggers? Okay.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information.
Yeah.
Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Okay, where in the heck are they? My partner V. Why have you betrayed me? Do I have to go to here? Okay.
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
Ah, children, come,
Oh,
come.
Madam Ping!
You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Aw.
Oh,
I missed
what
you,
is
Madam
it, Granny?
Ping.
Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Lea Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact,
Oh,
my old
no.
friends and
Like,
I
they
have
gave
been
us so many
putting our heads
quests.
together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
I only did as I should.
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it.
Oh, this
When
is
you
the
traversed
teacup
my old
mission.
teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds.
Wait.
That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you.
Yeah, because I still need to beat the shit out of a
Fortunately,
goddess.
I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy. Oh, did my friends never mention that to you?
So you can
Well
create
then.
pocket.
It is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The
Wait.
teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
A trinket, you
In
say?
the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power.
Man, those silk flowers are really boring.
But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh,
Especially if it
settle
involves
down
bloodshed.
now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days.
And what are those, if I might ask?
Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glaze lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glaze lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it. In any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an Adeptus too, right?
More like a zombie.
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny.
Oh, it's your Tao.
I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors.
Yanfei.
This child here is Yanfei. She's the one helping run some errands for me. Yanfei, I believe you already heard of the traveler and his traveling companion.
I am Trevor.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui. Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chiseng. What a shame.
A shame?
A shame that we didn't meet sooner.
Oh.
If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me.
So you're a lawyer.
Oh, yes. Here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yanfei, all right.
Rich.
Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this, ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all. The chasm's been sealed off, and there's just no way in. Couldn't secure any documentation either. Looks like the Ministry of Civil Affairs is serious about keeping it strictly locked down.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yanfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
Boys,
I know,
I'm
Granny, you've
back.
told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Okay, you have a big old book.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves,
Okay, a lawyer.
all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some. Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Wow, an Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure. Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
That cutscene was long. I have to complete this other mission first, though. Okay. I can.
Huh. They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Hi!
Well, will you look at that, ma'am?
They're either trying to
Nowhere
hook
left
up with
to
her
run.
or they're trying to
Don't
rob
worry,
her.
we're not bad guys. You give us some Mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you. I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way
has
that won't
rainbow
be so
eyes.
easy to
I
forget.
just noticed that.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't.
No more excuses! I know you have money. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Lioli Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shinyu at kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you
Even man, it's
afraid
probably
of?
opposite
We're just
brave.
selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
There they are.
Oh, you again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear.
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
Honestly, they're lucky that I just didn't drag out my sword and cut them up or whatever that lady was gonna do to them. Honestly, I'd rather be taking my good old Zhang here.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
Louis. There were two choices. She would have fucked them up, or I would have fucked them up, or that guy just taking them. Don't worry, everything's okay.
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
My name.
Shenhe.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is, well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Trevor.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Laws?
Have you not heard of the law?
No. Apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
I've been arrested. What was that noise?
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest.
She's trying to maintain that
that's right.
figure.
They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Man, she has like a
Chingson,
galaxy.
glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
What's wrong?
Medicinal herbs?
Oh my
Kinda
gosh.
hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal.
Man, I guess she must take like a ton of supplements or something.
After all, you can't work on an empty stomach.
True.
Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus?
I don't think she
Seems
is.
like
I
it's
think
her
she's
first time
just
in
crazy.
Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things...
Go.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
I actually probably have all of those.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Half a pound each?
Thank you.
That is a stupid amount.
She's really eating them.
This is awful.
My hunger has now abated. Thank you.
Are they really that good?
Rather awful.
What are you gonna expect?
Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
What are you gonna think, you smartass? Like...
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food?
Crazy?
Paimon had enough, Mora. Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
Okay, Pampers.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Huh.
Return to the mountains. That proves it.
Trevor.
Paimon knew she was an adeptus.
He's just like nodding.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right.
I'm just gonna get some
Paimon
stuff.
almost forgot. We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition. And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest too, Shinha?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow! You really don't have to. But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
We welcome
Then
you
let's
to our
not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
What do you mean by exterminate? Like, by pow 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 and chop chop chop?
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plostrite...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baiju? What are you doing out here?
Oh yeah, Baiju.
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also
I'm
borrowed
currently working
Chi-Chi,
on the thumbnail for the 26th
meaning Boo Boo
episode,
Pharmacy is
so-
very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work by any chance?
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here, though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
Okay, I like Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Okay. Bye, Baiju. Bye. Okay. Man, this entire episode just quest galore. I'm not sure if I should have done this off camera or not, but hey. I really like the new thumbnails that I've done. And by the way, the 25th episode, that thumbnail might look a little weird, I'm sorry. If it's showing the female main character, it's because I couldn't find one of the male
Master
ones.
Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Xingqiu. Whatever his name is. Xingqiu?
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment.
Oh, no.
Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
We've been recording for a cool 35 minutes.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
I can't buy it. I don't think I can afford it.
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any Sunset Vermilionite...
Don't panic.
We can go for
I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Never heard of him.
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Oh, he died?
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some Sunset Vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time.
Oh, I'll find
Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure?
I feel like Mountain Shape is gonna kick our asses if we try to.
Disrespectful? With him being an Adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him.
Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
She has an ass, though. Actually, I'm not gonna say anything like that again.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long. So please, be very careful.
Okay, we will be. Thanks, Xingqiu.
Now it's time to wreck. It's time to wreck and tear and be like the Doomslayer. TN. Okay, so Mount Tiahang. Oh, man, dude, like Tiahang has been a location that I've teleported to a lot more recently. Probably due to like me doing a lot more quests in Liyue, and this is a very good vantage point. And we actually get to use our other characters. I actually want to see. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this to Zhongli!
Let's see. Xingqiu said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another
Mondstadt has dragons. They have Adepti.
Is that a new Sealy over there?
Oh, Sealies.
The Sealy got to here and then disappeared.
I don't have cryo. I feel like they're gonna give us Shenjina, but just in case they don't, I'm gonna equip Aloy.
Where to this time?
Oh, summon on fire. Thoma, here you go. You're only 2 levels higher than.
Let's get out there and make some friends.
But Thoma's really good though. Like, honestly, he's probably one of my favorite guys that I've used. I'm gonna put my arm over my phone because they're just really good.
What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here?
The power
Oh.
of magic.
So many clouds.
Oh my god.
It feels like we're high up in the sky.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the Sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Isn't that the Sealy from before? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
What do you think?
These are
Shenjina?
not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we'd better be careful.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the closest one. So I'm gonna fight. Okay, I thought she was a girl, but he switched into a
Leave it all to me. I'll catch up.
Okay, looks like we're gonna have to face a boss fight.
Someone needs assistance.
Don't get too close.
Got something for ya. You're stuck now.
My friend White, he's like obsessed with like the, you know, like the flying. He's like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Honestly, out of everything in this game, it's probably like the least fascinating part to me. Destroy the abode's barrier.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Unleash!
Manifest!
Unleash!
Manifest!
This is a new one.
With the wind!
Cryo incarnate! Unleash! The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Wind blade!
It is broken.
Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? Look! The Celiac disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Unleash!
Did you hear it? No! Bro. Shashna? I don't know. She does so much more damage than Trevor, probably because she has a better weapon than him.
Good night, Shu.
Good thing that we have the
Obey! In your dreams, by ordinance divine. Unleash! Manifest! Obey!
Oh no, that Rune Guardian's gonna activate. We're gonna have to fight up.
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. Ah! So high. Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom.
If that was real life, she'd be dead. Can I give Shanshina food? Yeah, I can. She really needs some food. And so does Trevor, apparently.
Hey! That Sealy's on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look. You get behind. Did I screw it up? Like, I want to end the episode here and continue it next time, but at the same time I don't.
there a doorway there? Oh, I am blind. Okay. It did. It did move. I also want to move this one. You're gonna see if this one. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah. Doors are actually activated. Okay, so we must take the corner again.
Manifest!
Boom!
Obey!
Disappear! Yeah!
Manifest!
She does so much more damage in general than her weapon. Oh no! I found the boss version of this thing, and it's more, and it's less annoying to fight than the actual adult one. Is there water? Yeah, there's water. Come on, buddy.
Check this out!
Fuck!
Obey!
Windblade!
Manifest! Cryo incarnate!
Finally.
Obey!
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
You will regret this! Manifest! Unleash!
She's literally being pelted. I cannot beat these guys.
Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
Bam, 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 bam.
I missed a spot.
He's almost half dead, so.
Supporting fire! With the wind!
Come on, Trevor, don't give in. No, no, no. Okay, good thing that your shield kicked in.
I missed a spot. I'll catch up.
The hunt is on! This'll pack a punch.
Yeah, Trevor died.
This is not the end.
to me.
Manifest! Obey! In your dreams!
How are you recovering health?
I shall
Why
not yield!
you're like half dead? How? I'm literally about to kick Raylan off of his dumb game in order so that I can actually record, because the stupid lag is making it to where we're barely taking any damage. That actually happened to me off camera too. Like, the ping was like this, and like I just could not do damage to the bounty that I was hunting. It was like a stone lolachol or whatever they're called. Raylan was on the internet, and I could not do damage. And it pissed me off.
By ordinance divine!
Okay. Like, really not letting Don't.
You're stuck now.
Don't let up.
Should have known this wouldn't be easy. Got some.
Steady as stone.
Okay. Good, but you gonna deal with it.
As a dutiful maid would.
Okay, that guy should be dead.
I missed a spot.
Ever seen one of these? Unleash! Manifest! Shit! Oh!
You're my tank, so you do a lot of damaging in tank hits, so.
Obey! In your dreams!
It's annoying that you just can't brute force him.
Do your master's bidding! Oh. Unleash! Ship! Hip! Ha! Chia!
Finally, it's destroyed. Damn. The ping made it to where it couldn't deal damage to them and basically allowed them to regenerate all the way back to fucking full health. See you later.
Look, over there! Could that be the Sunset Vermilionite?
Yeah, it looks a lot like it. Ningguang, can you not create? Can you not make Jade Chamber into a battering ram?
Is this the Sunset Vermilionite?
After I'm done with this, I'm going to.
So huge! That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
She has rainbow eyes.
Wow, Shenhe, you seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
I wonder who this master is.
Hold on a
Could
sec.
it be Madam Pig?
I just realized something. if we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too! But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely!
Doesn't
Don't
China
worry.
use
I
like,
can
the
handle the
metric
weight quite
system?
easily.
Are you sure? Be careful.
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a plostrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged.
Seriously, you have to be careful.
My safety.
Yes!
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself hurt, no matter who you are.
And get splat.
Gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
Is it now? Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead with the plostrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
Okay.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself?
Isn't she like part Adeptus or like...
Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
My ping is like 1,000 something. It caps out like 999, so it doesn't really tell you the true ping. The highest ping I've ever gotten was like 14,000, which insane. I might be able to do something to fix it. I probably have to clear out my C drive and put all the things that are on my C drive into my D drive to where my computer does not want to die. And that it could probably crash if bad something like that happens. And then I'm gonna be fucked because, well, I don't want to lose my recording, do I? Okay, I can just over here. Okay, we might have to stop recording soon. It's an hour, so I said that I would always try and keep it underneath 45 minutes. Proceeds to not put it underneath 45 minutes. I'm sorry, okay? It just so happens that it's just filled with a lot of dialogue. And, sorry. I'll probably try and do some of this off camera. If you really want to see the on-Fae quest, then just say if you want to. But
oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those Adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
I love...
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
I'm here.
And Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest plostrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
That's basically the same thing.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In a big rock.
In truth, it is the finest piece of plostrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
Got it, ma'am.
Shenhe, just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises.
Oh, really?
She's
What
like
kind
so
of
indifferent about
reaction
it.
is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it?
I guess. That's what she's gonna say.
Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
I've had similar compliments before.
The lip syncing is
They call
so
me an
bad.
adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
I don't like that.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
Yeah, she's not an adeptus. She just so happens to be very strong.
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Okay, go to bed.
Well, Byron said that there are some
Byron.
makeshift
Byron.
hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
Okay, so you're gonna do
Do
Yuhan.
that? It's dangerous out in the wild on your own. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. Alright? Seriously, don't...
Okay. If you insist.
Yeah, I don't want to
Now we're
agree
talking.
with Paimon
Let's head to our
exactly.
hotel.
I've been a lot less bullying the Paimon lately. I've literally said that it looks like she's wearing a diaper, which I got from the guy, the myth, the legend, Zuffy. Which honestly, I have to agree with him. Oh my gosh, dude. She does look like she'd be wearing them diapers. Who knows? Paimon might be a bedwetter. So, hey, that's not confirmed nor denied. So, I don't have to fit in. Oh man, it's so hard walking across it. Okay, so ow. Hey Juan, my guy, it's me, Trevor.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left.
Give Paimon the baby crib.
Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts. So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just through the door on the left. Here are your
One.
keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to it.
This is the best hotel treatment I've ever
We'll
gotten.
hang around outside until the other room's ready. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help but notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before. Let's buy one for Shenhua too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. See you tomorrow.
The textures, they're just acting strangely. Like, they look very good, Heidi, HD and res.
Isn't that Cloud Retainer?
Oh.
What's she doing here?
Cloud Retainer drops down. It's like, what up, you big? Cloud Retainer, what are you doing? You better not be plotting to destroy Liyue Haba. Actually, no, I don't think she would. Because, you know, Morax and all that. Good old Freya.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
She is my apprentice.
So far, so good. You know Shenhua too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Shenhe.
Cool!
So the Honghe.
So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhua feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right.
You idiot.
Wait, what? What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
Probably like
Do
the
you
5
mean to
people that
say
will see
that
this
she
video,
presents
probably.
differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Pretty efficient in some
Ah,
cases.
Yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
I guess she killed it.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival. But not so her. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born.
Damn.
One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike.
Her master.
Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
She a weird one.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhua might have...
Died.
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
Because she could.
Alas,
you
the mortal
50,000-year-old
world
baby.
is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her. Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. they also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well. It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were worried about her.
Cloud
didn't
Retainer
you?
has medallions.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on
We
the
all
nature
know
of
that
one's
you love
present
her like a
excursion.
child.
Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows.
There's literally an angry ocean god
Ningguang
inside
once made
the
a
bay.
bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm.
Oh.
If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest.
Okay, thank you for wishing me a good night.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
Yeah, it can get very annoying. Okay. Do, do, boop, 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 boop. 9:13. That was a good nap.
Hey, so, Shenhe,
Yeah. Why does the...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is... very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhe.
I really love
Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
Yeah, you're
It's
very
okay.
wrong.
I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title Friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Milo's little helper how the progress is going.
Are very similar.
After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly.
Okay, after this cutscene, I am
And
done.
another thing, we
Adventuring
bought some
30,
grilled
let's
chicken
go!
drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shinra.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Shut up, ladies. We have gotten this. Okay, you'll. But also you're stronger. Okay, let's go, boys. We're now level 3. Let's go. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. Why is it so raining? Economia. Sleet and storm. Oh my gosh, no. That's something I'm not looking for. No, because my friend, she did not really like the fishing quest, which honestly, I can see why. Okay. I'm going to go to the Adventurers Guild. Actually, I can just walk there. Or in this case, fly. I'm so happy that I'm 30. Let's go. Something to let's go. Honestly, that final act, it did not let up. Like,
Ad Astra Abyss.
Shut up, Catherine. I'm just here to claim my adventuring career. Boss monsters and levels increase. Rewards drops. Upgrade. Okay. I got 100 premium gems. Oh, I got 2 more diamonds. I want to see. Can I send Trevor again? I'm not sure if I can. I can level. Wait, costume. Oh, 5-star out. Oh my god. This is a more formal, but no less cool. Huh. So it's like a more formal version. 100% outrider. Rosaria, you have one? Oh, a maid outfit. Yeah, now Rosaria's a maid. More like a nun, but hey. Oh yeah, finally I can send you. Yay. Let's ascend!
That's the groove, alright.
Yeah, let's go. I'm probably gonna use that on Zhongli. I'm not gonna lie. Claim. I would ascend Aloy, but the thing is, I don't have a crystalline bloom, which I need to kill a cryo hypostasis, which does not appear inside of these regions. Liu and Mondstadt, nope, it doesn't happen there. It happens in Inazuma, which kind of pisses me off. And honestly, Jingli is insanely high attack. Definitely not as much as Trevor though. 272. Yeah, I don't know why you're being out by. Why are you beaten by her? You have the exact same. I don't know. Actually, yeah. How about we also level up Beidou? Beidou. I'll probably try her out off camera. And try and increase her as much as I can. Now she's level 29. Let's go. Okay, so I got her up to level 30. That's not nearly high enough for the enemies that I go up against. But how about next episode I try out the characters that I don't really use that much. Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea. So this is my main party, right? Spares. I love Rosaria, so I'm gonna use her. I've not used Jingli in a while. I'm gonna put Beidou.
All right, let's go.
On this team. And Zhongli, I've been using you a lot lately. So Goro. He is weak though.
Prepare to move out.
He is weak. So I need to think of another. It's been a while since I used Kaya, but he's kind of low level. I can level him up though. All of these characters are like them. They're my main party characters. It's been a while since I used Lisa though. Elemental Mastery. Defense. Attack. Lisa, you are garbage. Bro. Friendship. Chung Yoon, I don't use you a lot, so.
Time for some training?
Crap. You.
Let's jam!
Yeah, I'm gonna use you. I have Electro, Cryo, Pyro, and Geo. So, this will be the end of this episode. I know it's been a long one, but I promise I will get the shorter episodes. I promise you guys. I'm sorry that I've not been able to uphold my promises. So, see you guys later. Goodbye!